Hey, what's up guys, HYDRA453 here and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video we'll be doing a quick review of the LAMZU Atlantis. I've been using the LAMZU Atlantis for about 2 weeks after LAMZU sent me a test unit for review. So far it's been absolutely awesome. Definitely going to be a replacement to my Finalist Phantom, which I've been using for the last year or so. Not been a year, but ever since it came out. Quick disclaimer, they did send me this mouse, but I'm not being endorsed or paid or whatever for this actual review. It's just completely unbiased. And there's all my opinions as well. But yeah, no more rambling on. Let's get on with the review. The LAMZU Atlantis uses a Pixart 3395 sensor. It weighs 55 grams. The switches are Huano blue shell pink dots, and it's got around 70 hours of battery life. Now, I've actually only recently switched to using wireless mice. I've been using the Finalist Phantom for the last, pretty much since my last review, basically. So since this came out, I've been using it. And this is my first proper wireless mouse that I actually made. And it's a lot better than using wired. It's kind of, I never really understood the whole point for going to wireless when I can just put a paracord on it, but it's kind of hard to go back now, to be totally honest. It is quite nice making the switch to wireless. And with this mouse, the wireless is 100% perfect. I've noticed no differences in latency compared with with this versus a wired mouse, or this versus the Finalist Phantom, for example. So the wireless, there's no delay, no lag, or anything like that. So nothing to worry about in regards to that. In my opinion, the shape is most comparable to the XM1. So here's the original XM1 that I have. This is my main mouse for quite a while. Yeah, it's most comparable to this. It's basically, in my opinion, a slightly larger version of this mouse. It's a bit more height and a bit more width, but it's a lot more comfortable. I do prefer the shape of this of the Atlantis over the XM1 personally. And I've actually got both this one and the XM1R. That's how much I like this mouse. So, well, I guess it's obviously not an objective thing. It's based on what you prefer, and my hands are quite large, 19 by 10 centimeters. So that would probably explain why I prefer a larger mouse, and I kind of grip it differently. But yes, that's my subjective opinion. Now, the main thing that's gotten a lot of attention on this mouse is the actual design. So they posted this on Reddit, on the Mouse Reviews subreddit a while ago, and they showed the bottom of the mouse and the whole design scheme they're going for. And it gained a lot of attention on there because it's very unique compared to most mice. 55 grams for a wireless mouse, that's quite large as well. It's pretty impressive, especially with having no holes on it or using any special material. So they managed to achieve that by kind of making this weird sort of pattern on the bottom with this plastic. And it does look quite cheap on pictures. That might be one of the first things that came to my mind as well. But when I've actually got this in hand, it feels so sturdy. There are zero creaks or any flexing or anything, no matter what. I can even shake it. There's no rattling or anything like that going on. So I was very impressed when I received this, and I did those tests. I was expecting it to feel like crap, especially considering it was a review unit, and it's just been completely perfect. And so it's honestly blown me away how good this is, especially for LAMZU's very first mouse. Now you might have noticed as well when I have this mouse upside down that I have these interesting looking mouse feet with this cool little wave sort of design. And these are the actual glass mouse feet that came with the review units that were sent out by LAMZU. So from my understanding, the current the base model units that you can buy from retail doesn't actually come with the glass mouse feet. I could be wrong on that though, but just from what I've seen. But I do believe that LAMZU will start offering these as well. This is actually the very first time I've used glass mouse feet, and it is a lot smoother than pure PTFE. But if you're gonna be paying $30-40 or whatever for it, it does seem a little bit steep. But I do suppose as well that it doesn't really wear out as easily as the PTFE feet do. But in my opinion, it's not that much different. It's just slightly smoother. Alright, the scroll wheel, it has very defined steps, so it's not as bad as a Zelly mouse where you can, the defined steps are overly defined and it's making that terrible sound. But this is just a nice smooth mouse wheel that has pretty definable steps in it. So if you use this for switching weapons in games, then you're in luck. It's easy to tell. So yeah, it doesn't make an annoying obnoxious sound either. Now, one thing about this mouse, it's a little bit of a nitpicking here, but if I had to point out something I don't really like, is the side buttons are a little bit too loud, in my opinion. So I go ahead and get the mic a bit closer so you can hear it. Now, you might just really like the you know, the clickiness of it, and I think it sounds nice as well, but it is quite loud for just being the side buttons of a mouse. But you know, that's just nitpicking there, and I guess I don't really use the side buttons that often anyway, so it's not like a huge deal. Some other things I really like as well is the charging cable thing. So this is probably the best charging cable that I've actually had from a wireless mouse. So I've had the Pornage Ultra Custom mouse, and I've also had the Funhouse Phantom as well, and their cables don't even compare or come close to this, especially if it's just being a stock cable. So this is extremely soft and bendable. And another really good thing about it is the actual charging part itself, or the port or whatever, the plug, has a little angle to it, right? So it's like so when you plug it in like that, it's angled upwards, so that way the cable isn't dragging on the mouse pad. So it feels perfect like this as well. I remember one time I was in the middle of the match of a game, and I was using the Funhouse Phantom, and I ran out of power mid-match, and I had to go and plug it in, and I was just trying to play the game with it, and the cable was just so like heavy. It felt like I just kind of forgot how heavy the cable is, and I felt like I was just literally just dragging through mud every time I moved the mouse. So it is definitely nice to have a proper cable, even for a wireless mouse. But yeah, overall, very good mouse. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now since I received it, and I've enjoyed every little bit of it. It's going to be a new main, and thanks again to LAMZU for sending it out for review. If you guys ended up enjoying this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.